whole face off with divine energy, screaming, "Ah, this is my land, bitches!" And then kill Ramas. Because
When did I become a dragon?
I said, and then kill Ramas after.
Ah, okay.
Oh, hey, Kasov, we didn't see you there.
Yes, hello.
I killed the dragon barehanded.
Yeah, I heard that.
You're a great sport.
Okay, so
Good idea.
last time we met a new friend. His name is Kilroy, and he was tasked to bring you back to Algor to see people. And during this time, let's see. All right, so Kilroy came, told you, sup. I'm not very good at descriptions, of course. Sup. I need to bring you back to Algor. There was some slight resistance from the rest of the party. But more or less, hey, they're going. What else? Ramas met up while in Dighton with a historian named Agni, who's part of the treasure hunters, who gave him his notes on the Silver Breeze and the Sand King warlord, well, the Sand warlord Arafi. Hashtag fuck Killjoy 2017. Okay.
Yes, well,
Yep. And Kilroy also received a sending from a person who told him to head towards Lore in Ironfast. Lore is on the northwest coast of Ironfast, so you guys, I believe everybody has transportation. They had to grab a warhorse for Mr. Kevmorn because he's very heavily armored. And yeah, I'm not gonna make any weight jokes. Okay, so you guys are headed towards Lore. You started, I believe, in your you're taking the 2 p.m. teleportation from Gen to Nortec. Apparently, it's been probably a week, maybe 2 weeks at this point since the earthquake in Nortec had hit. So, and their circle of teleportation, their public sigil of teleportation is functional. So they were able to get you there at 2 in the morning. I think Ramus was getting a drink with Agni. A lot of you were just hanging out at the Golden Apple in the Avandra district of Gen. Was there anything you guys wanted to grab before you headed to the teleportation circle and then via from there to Nortec?
I didn't have anything.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. If there is nothing that is needed to be done, then you guys will, check out and gather all your companions, your animals, your supplies, and head to the teleportation sigil, where another clerk is currently a female clerk, human, who's currently, jotting down notes and counting what looks like to be some a small box of what looks like to be dwarven etched runes. And when she looks up, she says, "Ah, it's pretty late. It's very late. It's about probably 1:45 a.m." And this girl with dirty blonde hair tied up into neat bun and like thin spectacles in just very normal clerk robes looks up and says, uh, the people you meet during a late shift, can I help any of you?"
Hi.
Hi.
I believe we have an appointment.
Appointment. Oh, teleportation appointment. Can I have a name of any one of you, please? I have a list of our late night or very early morning teleportations.
My name is Kasov. Is
Kasov.
that on the list?
Yes, that name is on the list. Okay. We are looking at 2 teleportations. You paid in advance. Your animals, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. Are you taking? And the war horse is coming as well.
And I can make.
Okay.
I think I can literally summon.
You can.
I mean,
You can summon a war horse.
Yeah. So, as in, we don't need to take this. Well, the one I have.
Okay. All right.
If it's cheaper, I mean, if not, I'll just keep that.
I mean, you already paid in advance. Yes.
Okay, so there's no hidden fees.
No.
All right. Let's play this one then.
Okay. You paid up front, so let's get started. If you would, we okay. Let's see. Sigil 2, Sigil 3, Sigil 3. So you'll be headed to Sigil 3. She points to the back, and there are 3 doors. You want to take the door on the you facing the door now. You want to take the most right door. And there should be Abigail, who and Nigel, who will be casting the spell in order for you to leave. Are there any questions? Please keep your extremities, your limbs, your legs inside the circle at all times. We don't want any accidents. She points to a chalk sign behind her. It says 0 days since the last accident. We're trying to maintain a record of 30 days this time. There was a child who neglected to heed the advice of keeping your extremities inside the circle.
You should
Understood.
put a fence up there.
We've tried that. There are some children who poke their hand out.
Make it a wall.
Then who will pay for it? I mean, there. Anyways, fine. Maybe we'll consider a wall. All right. So.
I did have a question. Is it safe for me to cast a spell of resistance on myself before we leave?
Let me. She just goes into her books. It's pretty much a list of safety precautions. You can cast resistance. That will not interfere with the spell.
Excellent.
Okay.
Then give me one moment.
Okay. All right.
I cast it on myself.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Okay. So Abigail and Nigel should be over there. And have a safe trip. And thank you for using our teleportation services. We hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
All right. So you guys walk. Does anybody want to walk through the wrong door?
Nah.
Okay. So you guys walk through this large oak door. Inside there is a off-white chamber with a couple, iron braziers inside. In the center of the circle, there is a sigil of teleportation, and as well inside there are 2 what looks like to be individuals, 1 male, 1 female, both human. The female is in blue-colored robes. They're fairly plain, and the male figure is in gray robes. Both look like they're about probably in their mid-20s. The woman steps up and says, "Hello there, my name is Abigail. I will be your wizard today for this teleportation. Let's see, you have animals, so we could probably do half of the, the party, and maybe two of the animals to start with. The wolf is rather large, so he might need to go on the second trip with his handler. So who will be going on this on this first trip?
I will take the last trip then.
Okay. Nigel will take the dire wolf and the young lady. All right. So that leaves
I'll go on the first one.
Okay. It's the gentleman.
I'll go with you.
All right. So.
I'll go on the second one if there's a choice.
Okay. So we have this young man. Abigail points to Kilroy. Ramas, did you want to go on this first trip? Okay. Ramas, and I suppose the young man in armor is going on the first trip as well. Right. And I suppose we should split the. Well, I suggest one of the hippogriffs come with the first trip and one with the second trip, so that evens it out a little bit, I suppose. So they quietly just you guys quietly lead the animals into the circle. Hwinnil, did you want Wildbeak with you? That's what I assume for your second trip.
Yeah, it's probably Griff that takes first trip.
Okay, so Griff will go with the first trip. All right. That should be it. Let me get that. And she takes out her spell book and she just flips around to it. All right, and that should be all. Cat. All right, so she takes a minute to cast the spell. She already did the chalk outline, but she takes a minute to cast, and there is a flash of this light blue light, and the first group disappears. The Nigel, who steps up and says, "All right, so let's see, the young lady, the direwolf, the dwarf, and the other hippogriff. All right, if you just step into the circle, and we can begin." He takes about 1 minute to cast the spell as well, and both groups arrive in Nortec safely. When you enter this chamber, it is a chamber made out of a black, more obsidian stone. They are the same type of braziers that are in here. The first group is a little off to the side when the second group arrives. Abigail is currently speaking to the attendant in the front of the door that you guys are to exit, and there's a couple hand signals and nods from the attendee for the teleportation chamber, and Abigail says, "All right, well, thank you for traveling with us. I hope you have a lovely morning as you will." Nigel, do you want let's go grab something in the lounge? And the other young man nods and says, "All right, have a nice day," and they walk out. So you guys are left to your devices in the teleportation room. There is a door that goes to the foyer area, and then out to Nortec.
Okay.
Let's go out to Nortec.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah, we walk out towards Nortec.
All right. You guys walk out towards Nortec, and Nortec is. Well, it takes you a little bit to get to Nortec. The teleportation circle is on the out. It's more of the outskirts of this city, to prevent large armies from teleporting into the center of the city. Most of the teleportation sigils are like this. You guys walk outside, and the rebuilding process for Nortec is slow. A lot of the ancient mausoleums and a few of the older necropol structure is still being in repair, but a lot of the rubble has been cleared out. There isn't too many people outside at this time of day, and other than the clerk that you see in the foyer and maybe the one or two guards that are directly stationed outside of the teleportation sigil, it's pretty quiet currently. Did you guys want to maybe get an inn? Did you want to start traveling? It is still pretty dark outside.
Well, for safety, I suggest that we get an inn for the night and start out at first light. Because I think it's a bit of a long trip.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, yeah. Lore is about from Nortec, and let me get the scale. Yeah, it's about 150 miles west of your location currently. So it will take you a few days to reach Lore by flight, steed,
Or
hoof,
river.
or river, or you could take a boat down to Lore. That is a option.
Yeah, we'll talk amongst ourselves. I'm thinking that since we have so many animals and the war horse and stuff, I don't know how much I know of the area or other people might know of the area, but it might be good to walk alongside the river or walk and fly alongside the river. I don't know if that sounds like a good idea to you guys.
Sounds fine, Ramas. There's probably like a road alongside. Is there a road along? Nah, whatever. I can fly. I don't
Yeah,
care.
true too. How well do I know the area? I know I grew up around here.
You know the area fairly well. So you know the river that goes to Lore. It is called the Red River. Well, actually no, that's the one that's near Teetham. This river is the one near Teetham is the Red River. The one near Lore is the Old River. It is one of those lazy rivers, kind of like the Charles in Boston. It's a really wide, kind of lazy-going river that empties out into the ocean. And to your knowledge, there are some roads that run parallel to the lazy river, to the old river. Now it's lazy. I should have just called it lazy. But parallel to the old river. So you could probably, and there's a lot of traffic that comes from Lore into Nortec, because since it's a coastal city, a lot of goods could be easily by boat brought to Nortec. So it's pretty well traveled.
Okay. Yeah, then. Yeah. Want to leave at first light?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So I guess we'll look in. Remind me again, is Nortec like a walled city? Like we have to get inside, or?
It is a walled city. Part of that wall has crumbled because of the
Okay.
earthquake.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of scaffolding currently in efforts to rebuild a lot of things. But the Black Cat is still up and running apparently.
Excellent. They know us there, so yeah, I'd like to go there.
Sure.
All right. So the black cat. So Kilroy, as you're going through the city, it looks like it's been through hell and back. You could easily tell that there has been a natural disaster here very recently. There are a lot of scaffolding. There are a lot of, it looks like tents outside of certain buildings. The other thing you notice about this city is that there is a lot of blocky dwarven structure amongst more older cathedral-like buildings with like large steeples made of like black obsidian rock. And why don't you go ahead and make a perception check for me?
All of us?
No, Kilroy. Okay, you could easily see this. As you guys are walking along, it looks like there is a spectral figure, looks dwarven in nature, currently speaking to what looks like a city guard.
Can I hear what they're saying?
Do you speak Dwarven?
I don't believe so.
All right.
So they're speaking Dwarven.
Yes, these are two dwarf. Well, the spectral figure looks like a dwarf, and the guard is dwarven, or a dwarf. Yeah, they seem to be conversing in Dwarven. The guard is making like some, some gestures with his hands. Okay. Are you gonna cast it as a ritual, or are you gonna cast it as a spell?
Ritual takes like 10 minutes, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'll cast it as a spell.
Okay. You quickly cast it, and it's when you after you cast it, you can hear what they're talking about. They're talking about the building that they're standing in front of, and the specter looks at the guard and says, "Well, I mean, how am I supposed to do my job if my building is like half crumbled in? I mean, I need to fulfill my duties." And the guard's like, "Well, it'll be up in about maybe a couple of weeks or so. We need to get masons in from the surrounding cities if they can get here. Uh, it shouldn't take that long." So that's what you're here. They're talking about the building currently behind them that is kind of caved in. Looks like the roof has caved in from whatever disaster, the earthquake just hit.
Could I make some kind of knowledge on why this man is spectral? Is he like,
Give me a history check.
Okay.
Okay. You don't know too much. You heard, since you're from Algor and your direct rivals in the Mithro game is the people of Ironfast. Their mineral deposits are fair compared to Algor's, but you've heard there is a city in Ironfest called Nortec, which you guys are on from, who has a very odd history. This place was once the site of it was a necropolis, and dwarven warlords moved in, and instead of fighting amongst each other, the specters, the undead of the city, decided to live in harmony with the new denizens, and it's kind of a way of life here. You'll see a lot of ghosts here that will do the same task over and over again as they have been doing for many years. Other ghosts will maybe try to ask one of the living locals to help end their curses. It's more like it's a weird situation where two very different parties have found an agreement to work together. So this is kind of more of a day-to-day thing. So it sounds like maybe the Spectre just continued his job after his life and seems very content and very distressed that his building, the task that he has been assigned to in the afterlife, he cannot complete because of the situation.
Does the ghost seem upset at the man or just at the situation?
More so at the situation. I mean, he is visibly upset, but it's more like he's very frustrated. He's trying his best not to take it out on the guard currently. But you know, after talking for a few minutes, the specter kind of looks around in a huff, and then kind of turns around and yeah, turns around and sees you guys, especially you, Kilroy, who's kind of like looking.
Staring intently
Yeah,
at
you're
him?
staring at him, and the specter looks at you and says, "What are you looking at?" Like, we're trying to have a conversation. You know it's rude to stare, right?
I'm gonna like look down really, like I'm not looking at him at all, and try to play it off, and then look back up and see if he's looking at me still.
He's still looking at you.
Okay.
And at this,
I'm just gonna like start to walk forward, like into whoever is in front of me.
I don't know who would be in front of you. The animals are probably near the back, but let's say that you walk into walk to where is that D4? So go with that. You walk to Ramas actually.
Hey, what are you doing?
Uh, uh, we have to go.
Why?
You said the inn was over here.
Bad. We don't do bad things.
You said the inn was over this way, right?
I guess. What did you do, Killjoy?
It's Kilroy, and we need to go.
Hey.
Is the ghost still looking at me?
The ghost is now looking at you and your group, kind of like his arms are folded. He doesn't have like feet, but if he did, he'd be tapping them right now. He would be tapping a foot. And the guard quietly just moves in front of the specter and says, "I'd be sorry for this mess. Is you be needing any assistance? You look a little and he motions to Kilroy. You'd be looking a little lost."
No, I'm fine. I'll say back in common. If he's talking to me in Dwarvish, I won't be able to communicate to him.
No, he speaks in common.
Okay.
I'll reply to him in Dwarvish. No, we're all fine. He's just,
New?
he's having a bit of, yeah, he's new. And I'll make a drinking motion at him.
I'd be seeing. Yeah, doesn't look like he can hold his liquor. Well, yeah, it could be a little jarring for the new tourists that never have been in Nortec before, but I assure you, young man, and he motions to you, Kilroy, that the specters here won't hurt you. Isn't that right, Davis? And the ghost like, no, of course, I would never hurt anybody. And the guard looks back. See? He's harmless. Would you be needing an escort where you're going, or are you fine by yourselves?
We're fine. I'm also inciting to see if that ghost was lying about killing me.
I'm also excited. I'm very curious as to whether or not he'd hurt us.
So the ghost looks at you. He is very annoyed, but he doesn't seem like he wants to like cause you guys harm physically, at least.
That's encouraging, I guess. Alrighty then. We'll just be on our way.
Sounds good.
I'll just kind of grab Kilroy and start walking.
You folks have having a nice time here in Nortec. And the
You
ghosts,
too.
yep, and the ghosts and the guard start talking amongst themselves once more. The ghosts making slightly rude gestures at you guys, but nothing too.
Seeing as I speak Dwarvish, do I catch any of it as we're scurrying away?
Yeah. It's like you hear the Davis, the specter, say, "Frickin' milk drinkers in my city starting," and the guard's like, "Davis, it's okay, it's all right. Now, let's go talk about what areas we should get repaired first in this building, so you could at least do some aspects of your duty."
Cool.
All right. So you guys continue walking towards the lore district. So, Kilroy, as you're walking through Nortec, you get the inkling that the city is divided into districts. Each district kind of seems to have like a theme. In one area, you see there's more. You pass through more temples. And in other areas, it seems to be more of like a trade area. And there are one, maybe two places that you see out of the corner of your eye that you don't really recognize. But as you guys go into this particular district, the rest of you know this as the lore ward of Iron of Nortec. You come across a very large, and you start heading towards this large building that looks more like a mausoleum than a tavern or an inn. It is black it is a very large black mausoleum, and when you guys step up on the stairs through the doors, there is what looks like to be a lot of sarcophagi in the room, with tables and chairs. The sarcophagi serving as tables. And there are not too many people currently awake. You see one or two drunkards face first on the bar. Most of the very few people that are here are not dwarves. You see there is a half-orc in the corner, slumped. There's a little drool coming from his mouth. There is another individual, appears to be an elf, a wood elf by the coloration of her skin, and she looks like she's snoring away on the other side of the room, with her head on her arms on the table. And behind the bar, there is a sickly, human-looking individual. There he is. He has very pale skin. He's very gaunt. He has a black former coat. He looks more like a mortician than he does a bartender. And the human looks up and he says, "Ah, that's you guys again. Do you need rooms for the night?"
I say yes. Like rooms for all of us.
And I assume stables for your animals that are sticking their heads out there.
That's right. That's right.
All
Good to
right.
see you again.
It's good to see you too, Kasov. I see you have a new person with your little troop. He puts down the mug that he is currently kind of cleaning, and he sticks out this like long, pale, gaunt hand towards you, Kilroy. The name's Morgan. Morgan, I need his last name. Morgan Gravesend, at your service. Welcome to the Black Cat.
I'll nod at him.
All right, he takes back his hand. All right, so separate rooms, or are you sharing?
Separate, please.
Separate
Yes.
room.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, sounds good. One night. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the animal fee. 25, 10 per animal. 30, 55 gold for the night.
What did you say? 55?
55.
I pay up for everyone.
All right. He takes out some iron keys that have skulls for as emblems on the top of them, and he points. To make it easy, we don't have too many people staying in the inn because of the recent earthquake. Most have, skedaddled town to stay with relatives if they can. I have a couple of rooms on the top floor. Well, yeah, the top floor that are for a few refugees that I know. But first floor, rooms 5, 7, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 13. And he kind of smiles when he gives the last key out. Symbol does
Lucky number 13.
Yep, lucky number 13. Who's going to be the
I'm gonna
lucky
take
one
that one.
tonight? All right, cool. Right, you have a lovely morning. Breakfast is from 6 to 9. And sleep well. And he just grins, but it's more of a creepy grin. When he shows his teeth, they're like tinged yellow. There is a little grime on one incisor, and he just smiles. Have a good night.
Well, that's a little creepy. I'm gonna set some traps on the inside of the door.
You can do that if you wish. You could use tripwire. You could do like tying some cans together too, just in case.
I'm gonna take some of my string and tie one end to my bell and use that to use that as my trap.
Okay, sounds good. Anybody else doing traps for tonight, or is it just Ramas?
No, but I do the same thing I did before with resting in saber-tooth tiger form.
Sweet.
I don't remember you doing that, but that's fucking awesome.
Opens that and goes, not today. Shuts
Yep.
the door again.
What room will I rob? Nope.
Yeah, I don't do anything special.
Kilroy, would you like
When
to
I
do
go
it?
to sleep, I'm gonna put a couple of knives on. I assume there's some kind of bed table.
Yeah, there's
Sweet.
like a little nightstand off to the side.
Okay, my good knives are on the nightstand.
Okay. Kilroy, do you want to do anything special before you go to bed?
No, Kilroy isn't paranoid like that.
Okay.
You should be.
Okay, so you guys, prepare whatever precautionary things you prepare for the night. Okay. Okay. So there's a couple hours pass. A couple hours pass. Kilroy, can you do me a favor? Can you roll a
Sure.
perception check, but at disadvantage? You're sleeping.
Do I just roll it, and you?
Yeah, just roll it. Take the lower.
17.
Okay.
Oh,
And I need Ramas to do the same.
what? Oh, is he coming through
Go for
the
you.
fucking window?
Why would you guys go back here?
Never
This
happened
is
before.
terrible.
Okay. All right. Kilroy, you know that feeling where you start to sleep and then you jolt awake because you have the feeling that you're falling? Or you just jolt awake for no reason?
Okay.
That kind of happens. And when that happens, your eyes just, open wide, and there, hovering above you in your bed, is that really disgruntled specter. And he's just smiling at you.
I'm gonna shriek and throw the covers over my head.
Do we all hear that? Or
You guys can roll a perception check if you want to. I know there is a possibility that Hwinnil might be awake because she only has to go into trance for like 4 hours. So, well, it's only like been 2 hours in, so you probably would have to roll at disadvantage as well. So everybody can roll if they want. And for Ramas, well, no, you hear somebody shrieking on the floor, on the same floor. It sounds like somebody you know. Kasov, you're just like passed out. Kevmorn, you hear it too. So everybody but Kasov hears like Kilroy just starts screaming.
I immediately checked
Am
that
I in
my
animal
eyes
form
back
right
up
now?
and They're still there.
You're in animal form still.
Alright,
I
how hard
assume-
is it to open the door? Saber-tooth tiger.
I'm trying to think how. Well, you could probably do it like a cat because I've seen cats open doors. It's a door knob. So if you flick flick the lock and turn it with your paws, then you probably could get it open pretty easily. It's not a complicated mechanism in these rooms.
Alright, I tried to open and get out in the corridor.
Okay. This is more dexterous. So just roll me like a dex check. It's not going to be a very difficult. Well, yeah, easily. So you get the door open. You run out into the hallway. While this is happening, Ramas, there is you before anything happens with you. There is what looks like to be a small child near your window. Not like on the outside, looking in. A ghostly child just looking curiously in the window.
Hi.
The boy waves at you.
Who are you?
And slowly the ghostly child walks in. Looks like a human child, probably around 4 years old, and he says, "My name's Richard."
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Ramas.
Nice to meet you. Are those? And he points to your nightstand. I saw you playing with the knives earlier. Can I look at them? And it just he looks like a very just curious. Like if for the fact if he wasn't a ghost, he sounds like a normal kid.
Is he gonna steal them?
You get the sense that he looks at them more with curiosity than wanting to like take them or anything. So you get the feeling that he just wants to look at them.
Okay. If he just wants to look at knives, then I'm gonna pull out 2 more from somewhere. I'm going to say, I can't give you those ones. I need to go help my screaming girly friend. But you can play with these ones.
He reaches over to try to grab them, but his hand just passes through, and he looks sad.
Oh.
Oh.
We have really smart people in our... I travel with really smart people, though. We can totally get you some that you can play with.
Okay, what's that screaming?
That is my screaming girly friend that I have to go help.
Can I watch?
Sure?
Okay. And you now have a spectral little boy following you, named Richard.
I'm gonna go to the source of the screaming then.
Okay.
Follow me!
So when you step out, there is in front of Kilroy's door, there is a saber-toothed tiger. Trying to. Are you trying to open the door, or are you just standing in front of the door, Hwinnil?
I'm trying to open the door.
All right. The door appears to be locked.
I buffles at it hard, so it's like hard knocks, so it thumps.
Okay, so you just start like knocking or trying to just slam yourself against the door just to knock. Kilroy, there is like this growling kind of thumping outside your door currently. And Kevmorn, when you hear this, what's going through your mind? There's a thumping, there's growling, there's screaming.
Flip over and go.
Okay. So when you get out and when Ramas comes out, there's this saber-toothed tiger that's banging on Kilroy's door. The screaming hasn't stopped yet, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my action after 15 seconds, just so you know.
Okay.
Can I go and try and open the door that the saber-toothed tiger is banging on?
Well, you
Like,
asked-
ooh, Will brought another one of his friends.
Well, no, there is a ghostly boy following Ramas.
I don't think I paid. Oh, alright.
Alright, door's locked, right?
Yeah. It looks like there's a saber-toothed tiger trying to bang itself against the door. You change back after a little bit, or do you stay in your form? I didn't quite hear that.
No, I was gonna change my action, but I'm going to if he tries to reach for the door, I will just steps a bit away from the door so he can open it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and reach the door.
Okay. You. All right. Easily. All you got. It's like one of those doors where you It's more like a deadbolt, but you slide a piece of paper, a piece of stiff, not plastic, but more like
There's probably something in my thieves' tools kit for this.
Yeah. You slide like a thin metal piece, a flat metal piece into that section, and just twist a little bit. The lock pops back into place. Your ghostly child has now shifted attention from you to the large saber-toothed tiger that is in the hallway, just kind of staring at the creature, like mouth agape, eyes really wide. And after the initial surprise, he breaks into a grin and says, "Kitty!"
Try to hug the kitty.
He tries to hug the kitty, but he goes through you. And then looks very sad.
Do I feel chill when he does that, or?
There is a slight chill when he does that, but other than that, it doesn't seem like he's done you any harm. So, Ramas gets the door open. Are you still asleep, Kevmorn?
At this point, I will.
All right. Do you want to check out what's outside your door currently? Or you want to just be like,
I'll just regularly open the door.
All right, you open the door. Ghost boy, saber-toothed tiger, Ramas screaming from behind Kilroy's door.
I'd like to open
Why
the door,
is it?
if I may.
Yeah, you open a door. You see there is something under the covers of this of the bed, and standing over him there is a familiar face, Davis the ghost that you had passed, who is hands crossed across his chest. There's this wide like he it doesn't it sounds more like a cough at this point, but it appears he's just laughing his ass off at this point.
I'd like to shout whatever the dwarvish equivalent of "Oi!" is at him.
Okay. You get his attention. You scream, "Oi, oi!" I don't know what the dwarf equipment "oi" is. And Davis looks at you and says, "Oh." He waves at you. Just goes just comes towards you and says in Dwarven, "Ah, it's you. It'd be you again. I was just giving this young man a little scare. I didn't mean any harm."
You sure managed to scare the rest of us.
I'd be apologizing for that. And he pokes his head. Your friends out there. Hello, Richard. And Richard says, "Hi, Dave. Hi, Mr. Davis."
You know Richard?
Yeah, he'd be one of the little boys that well, he died here a very long time ago, and he usually comes around the Black Cat. Sometimes he goes to one of the other buildings in the area. Yeah, I've known him for quite some time.
Huh. Small world.
Kilroy, there is a conversation happening between the ghost that scared the shit out of you and Ramas. Hwinnil, the ghost boy, is still trying to pet you, but is failing pretty hard.
Right. I'm thinking if I should teach him that he maybe shouldn't pet wild animals if he met one. So, but no, I just try to be nice to him.
Okay, so you try to be nice, and
I purr.
and the Richard giggles. There's a pillow that comes directly. Just roll dexterity. Just roll a dex check for me. You're just throwing a pillow, at a ghost. Okay, the pillow arcs over and hits the edge of the door. Davis looks back, and then looks back at you, Ramas. That was quite rude. Well,
Yeah, he's like that.
alright. Well, I've had my fun. You can come out now, boy. But he speaks. Well, he says in Dwarvish, "You can come out now, boy," and very quietly, like, "I be seeing you later. Sorry about the noise."
Oh, no problem.
All right. Hwinnil, while you are letting the ghost boy attempt to pet you, but you're being friendly, so he's like, pretty happy. Davis looks at Richard and says, "Boy, you might not be able to pet him in your form." And Richard looks very sad. Well, and Hwinnil, at this point, you see Davis. You see him as well, Kevmorn. He has like this shit-eating grin on his face. Well,
No one's dying.
no one's dying. I just decided
Well,
to
I mean-
give the boy a scare. Mission accomplished.
And then I go back to bed.
Okay.
I growl a bit and then I go back.
The boy is still following you, Hwinnil.
He's
I like
ripped off.
try to growl and try to push him away, but I can't really push him because I will go through him.
Yeah.
But, tend to...
You kind of try to wave him off.
Yeah.
Okay.
As friendly as I can.
Okay. All right. He loses interest, and floats back into Ramus's direction. Ramus, you're still in Kilroy's room. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
All right. The Richard follows you.
Oh. Okay.
Kilroy, you hear the door close. Whatever conversations have become muffles from behind the door.
I'll call for Rumor.
Okay. Rumor. From under the covers or from like are you
Under
out?
the covers.
Okay.
They can't get me.
Rumor comes out and starts batting you from outside the covers.
I'll be like, just stop that. Why didn't you protect me?
Shrugs, looks at you like, from what?
You know what? I'm not gonna give you the best fish tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to go back to sleep.
Okay. So Ramus, you go back to your room. Richard follows you. It's like, so no knives?
Not tonight, I don't think.
Okay, I'm just gonna go outside again. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Richard.
And he just floats through the window. The rest of the night is uneventful. Morning comes when there is the noise of the street below starts to wake up most of you from your slumber. There's not really any light here because you're in a mountain. But the activity wakes you. Eventually, there is the smell of breakfast from downstairs that wafts from underneath your doors to you guys to try to wake you up even more. What are you guys going downstairs? Does anyone want to do anything before they head downstairs?
I'll just grab my journal, my books, and my pack, and try to leave the room. Try to straighten up the room a little bit to make sure that the room is left pretty much as I found it, and then head downstairs.
Same for me.
Yeah. Grab my knives, my bag of holding, disarm my trap. Oh shit! That totally would have gone off when I left the room.
Yeah, I mean it's already like the bell rang, so.
Yeah. But yeah, disarm that. Head down.
Okay. And Kevmorn, you just getting your shit together and going downstairs?
Oh, what a lovely event! An eventless night.
All right. And Kilroy, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to sleep in a bit because my sleep was interrupted.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So everybody but Kilroy is pretty much in the dining area. There is a waitress that comes around to take people's orders. Today's menu is eggs scrambled with some collard green like vegetable, bacon, of course, steak, baked beans, blood sausage, and toast. With ale, of course.
I say yes to everything.
Okay. They'll just bring you like a tray and some plates, and you can just take whatever you guys want. But she does ask, what would it be to drink for y'all? Ale, water, more ale.
Water.
Ale.
Ale and water.
Ale and water. I'll just bring the pitcher for y'all, and then a pitcher of water. Make this easy for
Excellent.
myself. All right. She goes out and gets 2 trays of a variety of things, and a younger dwarven a young dwarf male comes and brings 2 pitchers, one with water, one with ale, and gives each one of you a glass and a stein.
Thank you.
That'd be no problem. And the Deutsches just walk off. Kilroy is still not at the table.
We should get. Hello?
Yeah?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you could hear me or not. I don't think my mic's working properly.
Yeah, your mic's working now.
Okay.
Kiara,
Should we-
how long do you want to sleep in for?
A couple hours and then do my prep.
Okay.
I was going to say, because it's like, we get up at a very specific time and on our way. So if he's sleeping in till like, what, 12, it's going to be like, no.
Yeah, we're gonna interrupt. At least Hwinnil will want to interrupt.
I was about to
him,
say, like, we're
later
eating
than-
breakfast right now, so should one of us go get him?
Yeah, let's give him an hour.
Give him a little time.
He had
Yeah.
some scare last night.
Ah, really? I ask what happened last night because I slept through the whole thing.
Oh, you didn't wake. Okay. Well, there was apparently some ghost or something that scared him. I'm not really sure.
Okay. Okay. Well then, yeah, we'll give him a little bit of time. He had a rough night, I guess. And all right, that's fine. I'm eating anyways, so that's fine. He can take his breakfast to go.
All right. So you guys eat in casual conversation for about an hour. The breakfast is hearty, as most dwarven breakfasts are, and a little heavy, but that's no big deal. Who wants to volunteer to go get your astute wizard?
Ramas puts his finger
Ram,
around
ram.
his nose.
Not it.
Fine, I'll do it, and I'll stand up and just look at all of them with a shake of my head, lazy bums, and then walk up, find his room.
All right, you easily find his room. The door is still closed. There's some slight snoring coming from inside.
The real question is if I want to run in and be like, "Oh God, we're under attack," or just be nice about it. So yeah, I'll just be nice this morning and just knock on it and see if it awakes him.
All right, you knock on the door. Kilroy, there is... Well, you're sleeping. How heavy of a sleeper is Kilroy?
I'd say probably medium. It's much more heavy when he's at home, but he's on the road, it'd be a little lighter.
Okay. You hear there is a heavy knocking at your door.
I don't say anything at first, but I'm gonna be starting to wake up, looking at the door with dread. And the pillow on the ground that I never got because they might get me.
After a while of nothing, another like 3 heavy knocks, just like
Yep.
just ominous sleep.
Alright, under the covers.
I'll just be like, "It's time."
You hear a voice saying, "It's time."
It's time.
Pretty much like that.
It's muffled because it's not my fault. It's muffled because of the door, obviously.
It's cold.
I don't recognize the voice, right? Because I haven't really talked to...
Not really. You haven't talked much to Kevmorn, so you don't really recognize the voice.
All right, I'm gonna resist the urge to shriek and slowly walk over to the door with the covers on over my head, staring at Rumor angrily, and then open the door.
All right. The door opens, and you see a armored individual that's been traveling with you, but hasn't really spoken to you much during your trip.
Hey, so we're all downstairs, just food and breakfast. So come join. Fine, because we let you sleep in a little bit longer because of last night and all, but kind of we're on a schedule. And
I have to prepare my spells, and then I'll shut the door.
grumbling as I walk off.
And you guys see Ram.
Like when I prepare my spells, I don't have to be a dick about it.
And you guys see Kevmorn just walk grumbling to himself down the stairs.
Okay.
Is he coming?
He says he needs to prepare his spells, whatever that means.
Did
And I
he
do
say
like
how
a
long it
really,
would take?
really mocking out a voice which doesn't actually sound anything like him, but it's like, prepare his spells.
All right. Did he say how long time it would take?
Nope, he did not. A
Okay.
few minutes, I assume. That's how long it usually takes me. Prepare everything. Maybe it's different for wizards. And then we wait for him, I assume.
Yep.
How long do we actually?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 hours later, after he's fallen back asleep.
Kilroy, how long are they waiting?
I think at least an hour.
Okay.
Nice. 4 days later.
They decide to leave the inn 3 sessions later.
So you guys are, finishing the remnants of your breakfast. 15 minutes passed. 30 minutes passed.
What time did we get up?
You
Are
guys
we just
get
early?
you
Oh.
guys get up around, probably a lot of the commotion started around maybe 7:30 to 8 a.m.
Okay.
45 minutes pass. Still no sign of Kilroy. And just as you guys are about to kind of say fuck this to yourselves, Kilroy, an hour passes and Kilroy comes down the stairs.
Okay.
Finally, let's go.
All right.
We were worried for a moment. We thought you ended up in the 7th hell on the way here or something.
Feels like I have.
Yes.
And I'm gonna go walk over and get some toast.
Sure, take your time. Of course.
So what time would it be when he's actually came downstairs?
So you guys,
So
he
it's like
slept in
10
for-
o'clock or so?
Yeah, it's about 10 o'clock at this point, around 10.
Alright, at this point it's socially acceptable. I'll just start having I'll just order an ale. Another ale on top of the breakfast.
Yep. They give you another of the Black Cat's a regular ale. It's just a pale ale, and you have another stein. Disgruntledly.
Glaring at him every single bite. I'm just like squinting at him, watching him eat every.
And that continues for about the next 20 minutes or so. Kilroy, you're eating your toast. Kevmorn is glaring at you as he drinks his ale. And so, eventually you guys finish up. And you guys make your way out of the city at this point?
Yes.
Are you guys going by river? Are you going to take a parallel road towards Lore? Both of those are, viable options.
I'd like to stay out of the water if it's all the same to you guys.
Sure.
I'm not a fan of water.
Yeah, it's all the same for me.
Okay.
The heavy armor kind of
Yes.
lowers my buoyancy. Just a little.
All right, then. Yeah, I'd like to follow the path that follows the river.
All right. So you guys start walking. It's a fairly well-traveled road. The only problem with the road is sometimes it has to cut through mountains, so you'll have to walk on in like passes from time to time. All right. So you guys start walking. I don't know how are flying, walking. Um, I am going to make the assumption that Kevmorn, you're on a summoned warhorse of some sort that you said you could.
I've still got my. Well, no, I said I could, but I've still got the other one, don't I?
All right, yeah, you got the other one. Um,
Spell.
Ramas is on the broom, I want to say. Is he?
Yes.
No, Kilroy is.
Killer's on the broom?
No,
Yeah.
I did not give you the broom.
I think that's what happened.
No, I'm fairly certain we put you on one of the griffins or hippogriffs.
It was either that or somebody was riding Grim.
I think
I
I was
remember making fun of Kilroy a lot.
No, I like seriously, I was on the hippogriff.
All right. All right. So you're probably on Griff. Sorry, Kilroy. And yeah, Kasov, you were on the wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Grim and the workers are kind of traveling at a decent distance from each other. For reasons, because the warhorse looks a little nervous at the wolf, but he's okay. Hwinnil is on Wildbeak, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. And Ramas is on the broom. Excellent. All right. Sorry. Still stuffy from being sick. All right. So, who is scouting ahead? Or what's like the marching order we're dealing with?
Wingfall will be up flying and probably scout a bit.
Okay.
Maybe with the one who flies Griffin, if someone did.
Kilroy is on Griff, apparently.
Alright.
Yeah, I won't be scouting, but I'll be like leading the main land group.
I'll be behind.
Okay.
In Kasov.
Mm-hmm.
Ramas, where are you going?
I'll probably help Hwinnil scout.
Okay. And Kilroy, are you kind of like in the middle of the group? Or are you taking up the rear?
Probably the middle.
Okay. So
I'd probably go as fast as the warhorse is going and just try to keep a steady pace
okay. Sounds
and hope that Griff doesn't try to throw me off again.
okay.
Again.
Again. Okay, so you guys are going along a parallel road to the river. It's not directly parallel. There are a couple lines and curves, and soon you're carving into the mountain range. That's kind of off to the side, part of the Dawn Forge, but kind of at the edge of where that mountain range ends. Hwinnil, I would like you to make a perception check. Okay. So you notice that this area is coming into a sort of a pass. The top of the mountain area, like there is the lower portion where it's the road, but there are upper portions where it's kind of on top of a not plateau but like a platform type situation. It's about 40 feet up from the top of the flat surface of the higher ground to the lower ground. You see there is a cart at the end of this road. I will actually move you guys. Hold on. Alright, so there is a cart that comes into view. I have to get on the right section. Just appear, please. That's why are you doing this to me? Layer, token. It's bigger than that, I swear. So there's a cart. It's not as shown. It's turned over. It looks like there is or there once was a horse. It looks very well from where you are, which is you're just coming into the start of this pass. I'll put you guys on the map. It looks like the horse is turned over. It doesn't look like it's moving from where you are.
But it's lying like on the ground.
Yeah, it's lying on the ground, which is very odd for a creature like that.
Yeah, then it's not feeling
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, and the cart is also like turned over onto the side as well.
Okay. Do you see any movement?
You there is some movement. You can spot some movement around here and around here. It looks like.
Where were the second space? I saw the first, but I was not zoomed out. So.
Oh, right. Second is right around here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so those two spaces. Would you have? Yeah, you see movement in those two spaces. The movement looks like you see like bits of rock that are like something's moving there. A couple pebbles just fall off to the side of the cliff sides.
I want to talk to Wildbeak.
Mm-hmm.
And ask what he's like. What do you see?
What does he see?
Any creatures?
Okay, he has actually advantage on this, so. Oh wow. Wildbeak actually. Let's see. Sorry, I have to return to his page. Hellhound, Helm Horror, Wildbeak, Keen Sight. He looks. He has that. He says something. He confirms he sees the same thing as you. But he's not really sure what to make of it. He looks confused, but he's also like on high alert at this point.
All right, but does it look like it's humanoids, or is it like creatures, or is it like stones? I tried to reason with Wildbeak.
Okay.
In animal speech.
Right. He says stones falling. Stones falling. Not see much. And then at that point, let's see. How far ahead? All right, so marching order was you, Hwinnil, so you're probably there. Kilroy was kind of in the middle. Yeah, that's decent order. So that would be. Hey, Kilroy. While I hold on. While Hwinnil is conversing with Wildbeak, I need to know what your. We'll see if I hit you first. Okay. Does an AC of 20 hits you?
It does.
Okay.
Hit
Uh,
me.
It doesn't hit you. It directly goes for Kilroy. But as soon as while you're talking with Wildbeak, you see there is a boulder that arcs from the left cliff side, from the direction of that giant over there. And Kilroy, you take a boulder to the side.
A boulder. That's so
He
mean.
just lifts a giant boulder, just hurls it at at Kilroy.
Was it?
If I see it's a
was it
a
silent?
boulder, can I shield?
Shield is a reaction, right?
Yeah.
17. You can as a reaction, I suppose.
Okay. That puts my AC to 21.
All right. So a boulder narrowly misses you and crashes right next to you. At this point, I need. Hold on. I just need me to make the track. Okay, tracker is up. All right. I need everybody to roll initiative. As there is another roar that comes from the other direction that you saw stones. Oh wow, you guys did well today.
The
I
one
did
time-
roll like a 1.
Yeah, the only time Kevmorn rolls decently for initiative is the one time we all kill it.
Oh, the one time I can't actually do anything because it's high up.
Yeah, these guys are about 40 feet from you guys, but most of you can fly. So, and the
That's true.
hippogriff speed is, if I remember, I have the stats. I should put the bookmark there. Hippogriff's fly speed is 60.
I don't know if this is relevant, but I do also have alert.
Oh, so you and your companions can't be surprised.
I
All
think
right.
it's-
You can't be surprised while you are conscious. Other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result of being hidden from you.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. They are going to go last because
Of course.
reasons. Because they have there. It's a 3. And Hwinnil, Hwinnil and Kasov, you can clearly see that these are huge entities with large pot bellies. You see there is a club over to their sides, while they have like a small pile of stones, boulders they were hiding behind. These are hill giants. So you see 2 of them currently. And first to go is Ramas.
Alrighty. So the ledge is 40 feet up.
Yes. From here to imagine if the ledge was more like a kind of more of a sheer drop. I couldn't really find a picture that was like sheer drop. They're about 40 feet up.
Okay. Well, my broom has a flying speed of 50 feet. So I'm going to fly 40 feet up, and I'm going to shoot an arrow at one of them,
Okay.
and then I'm going to drop 10 feet back down.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm going to try out one of these new lovely, new arrows. Actually, no, I won't use that yet. Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
And okay, you get him in the pot belly, kind of close to his navel. There's now an arrow sticking out of there. He doesn't look too happy about that. Next time you show him for the belly button. All right, so you
After I hit
go
him,
up.
I drop back down, so I'm 10 feet below the cliff edge from him.
Okay, just make note of that. Hwinnil.
Do I reach to shoot in the bow at anyone? Where I am? I don't know.
Let's see.
How high up am I?
You're as high as up as you want. So Wildbeak has a fly speed of 60. So you're probably to see the rocks and stuff. You're probably about maybe 20-25 feet up already. If you're just if you were scouting. So I would say you're about. Can you reach them? This map is to scale. So if you want, you could just fly up another probably 10 feet, and you could easily hit either one.
I think I asked her to gain height then, so they have harder throwing rocks at me, and then I shoot an arrow on.
Okay.
So I will use a magical arrow with fire.
Okay. That hits. He roars in anger at that. His loincloth is on fire. He tries to put that out. Kasov. You're muted.
Yes, sorry.
It's alright. It
let's
happens
see.
all the time.
Right, I had this ready. Yeah, I'm just going to cast a Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
And not run, but move forward.
All right. Grim has a speed of.
Oh, I forgot to say, I'm actually gonna jump off of Grim.
Okay, Grim is okay. Now you are off Grim. All right. All right. Shield of Faith. Cool.
And then just run forward on the path in the middle here.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay on the ground, even though I do have winged boots.
All right. Sounds good. Kilroy.
What is the hippogriff I'm riding doing? Because I don't feel like I'd have too much control over it.
He is screeching, looking very warily at the giants that are above you guys.
Could I scream for him to like go up?
Yeah, you could. They are for more or less. They've been in the company of people for a while. That's how the group actually acquired them. So they are trained. So if you scream for him to go up, he hovers. How far you want him to hover up? He can do it at 60 feet.
As high up as he can go.
All right, he goes
from where we were.
All right, so 20. You go 80 feet up.
And then I'm gonna firebolt the guy who threw a rock at me.
Okay, go ahead. All right. The firebolt catches what little hair he has, and it starts burning. And now he is even screaming even more in giant. I assume nobody here speaks giant?
I speak giant fluently.
Okay.
Damn. Minor giant.
You hear the giant screaming, "Why food? Fight back!"
Okay, good to know.
And Kevmorn, you are on your warhorse. Oh, actually,
I honestly do anything.
Actually, Kasov, since you jumped off and you're running ahead, could you give me a perception check?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, it's really noisy right now. You see the two giants. You get a little bit closer to the cart. It doesn't appear to be. You're a little too far away to assess what the finer details of it.
Okay.
Kevmorn,
I'm not really looking too intently at that, anyways.
Okay. Kevmorn, what would you like to do?
After consulting my character sheet, I can indeed confirm that I cannot literally do anything at this current time because this.
Okay. Would you like to ready an action just in case?
I guess just I'll hold my action until maybe one of them jumps down.
Okay, sounds good.
If they do.
All right, sounds.
My broom next turn, actually, because I can probably just climb the wall. It doesn't look very steep.
I mean, how far was it up? 50 feet, didn't you say?
For about 40 feet.
40 feet. Shit. How? You reckon I could? No, that won't work. Never mind. So yeah, I'll just do the hold action. Is there a wait? Was there a?
Didn't somebody jump off their hippogriff and move forward?
That was Grim. He is a dire wolf.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, so wait, Kasov's on the ground as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
he's
on
on
the
the
ground.
ground as well.
I'm on foot.
I'll just follow him. I'll just be like,
Yep.
30 feet. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'd like to shout back that I'm planning on flying with these boots. at
Oh,
some
well.
point.
Kevmorn, could you roll a perception check for
I
me?
assumed he knew what he was doing, so
He does know what he's doing.
I
Yes.
assumed he had some sort of greater party plan. Perception. Ugh.
Yeah, it's really noisy. The giants are shouting about their food, fighting back. It's you don't see much, hear much.
I am making myself a better target because I'm now right below him if he just wants to drop something.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing, naturally.
My
plan is...
So out of the cliffside, it was shielded very well, from the top. There is a cave opening right about here, that neither Kevmorn nor Kasov saw. There's actually a little circle that I did that circle, right? Right. Circle. There's a black circle for my cave. You hear, does anybody speak... Oh, actually, does anybody speak Goblin? Okay, I'm gonna assume no.
I mean, I have my helmet of
No.
comprehend languages, but I have to use an action for that, so I can't use that in...
Okay.
Nope, no goblin here.
Are goblins considered
Ready to
creatures?
action.
No, I'm just kidding.
No. You see, there are... There we go. We'll use... That's not... What is that? Okay, fine. That works. You see, there are 2 bugbears that run out, but they don't look like they're aggressive. They look like they're running away, out of fear, for their lives. Currently, you see 2, and they come out, screaming about something, but you don't understand what they're screaming about. They're just looking around. They're armed, but they're not like they don't look like they have their clubs at the ready to attack you guys. They look like they're like, "Oh shit, we need to get out of here." And that is their turn in the order.
Okay.
And they have used their full turn to move the fuck out from whatever is in there. Now it's the giant's turn. Giant no like things that fly in air. Giant is... You're about 40... Okay, so that would be... So an boulder arcs in your direction, Ramas.
Oh, hell no.
That is only a 17 to hit, though.
17 is my AC.
Okay. You will take... You take 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge to half that.
Okay. I also need you to roll a... I also need you to roll a dexterity save. So, yeah, dexterity save. So for you to like just hug... Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You do a barrel roll before you spin off... Before you can spin off...
I feel an urge to press A
Yes.
without knowing what that means.
You have no idea what that means. He's gonna... You are... Oh, that's just a straight throw. It's not a straight throw. It's arcing, so it's going to be disadvantage. Okay. I assume a 14 does not hit your armor class, Kasov, as a boulder.
Yep, nope.
Nope, no boulders. Sorry, those bugbears are there. two bugbears. They look like they're running for their lives. Probably that way. So, running for their lives. I actually. Where is? Okay. So you guys hear some roars. At least Kevmorn and Kasov hears roars coming from the cave at this point. But you do not see anything as of yet. Ramas, it is your turn because the giants are like, we can't throw rocks, and they're gonna move.
All right,
He's
I'm
gonna
gonna
move this
drop
way.
down and throw my broom at Kevmorn.
Okay.
Like literally throw it if I can.
Okay, yeah, you could definitely throw. You want to Okay, so you javelin this broom at Kevmorn.
He needs some way to fly.
Yeah, he does. You guys gotta work on that. So just make a simple dex check, like a dex throw. Like a.
This is the only javelin I have.
Okay.
Oh wait, a dex throw? Okay, never mind. One sec.
I was
There we
gonna,
go.
I was gonna be nice and let you. All right, so Ramus throws the broom in your direction, Kevmorn, and it just kind of sticks in the ground next to you. Just
The word is yip yip.
Yip. Who enchants?
Oh.
Kobolds, maybe? Who knows? All right, so you throw the broom.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and climb back up the wall now.
All right, you're climbing. All right, so I need an athletics check from you.
Oh, come on! I took expertise in this and everything. Can I use like my ropes and shit to gain advantage? Because I have like pitons and climbing gear and stuff.
If you have a grappling hook, yes, I'll let you get advantage.
I have a grappling hook.
All right, so you have a grappling hook. All right, you climb. What is your? You have a speed of 30, I believe.
I've used 30 feet of movement to get down, so I'd have to sprint to get back up. So I'm 30 feet up the wall.
Okay, sounds good. You are 30 feet off the wall. Yeah, you needed to hit a 10.
Yeah, I know.
This is a pretty rocky cliff. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I can't attack. I'm not exactly in a position to attack people, so that's my turn.
Okay. Hwinnil, it is your turn.
I think I would try to shoot at the same target again to take that one down.
Okay, sounds good.
With a fire arrow again.
All right. He is on fire. Unfortunately, that is not enough to pierce his loincloth-clad self. So the arrow arcs off to the side. Fire spurts out after it embeds itself into the earth atop the mountain. Would you like to move?
Yeah, I move. Let's see how far this is. 25. So 25 forward and 30 feet more up. So I should be around 150 up now.
Okay, 150 up. You at this point you see the bugbears near the cave freaking the hell out. They look like they're terrified for their lives. All right, Kilroy.
I'm gonna try to firebolt the guy I firebolted before that threw a boulder at me that I had to use a shield on.
Yep. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Nice. That's 28 fire damage.
Awesome.
He is now his loincloth is on fire, and the fur-lined boots he was wearing. Yeah. That's yeah. So yeah, hill giants don't wear undergarments. Yeah, or you just learned that hill giants do not wear undergarments.
Hmm.
Yeah. Imagine
Nicely
that.
done.
Yes.
I'm gonna move away from him because I don't want to see this.
Yeah, I mean, so you have a fly speed of 60 currently, so yeah, you're 60 feet up. So yes, you can, well, 80 feet up. So you can currently move anywhere 60 feet if you wish.
I'm gonna move as far away as possible.
Okay, sounds good. Kasov, what is up? You
I
see
comp- yes.
screaming bugbears.
After I see what happened, I shout out jokingly, "Man, I should cast blindness on myself to protect myself from seeing that." But then I instead cast spiritual weapon,
Okay.
and
It's
try
a
to
warhammer, right?
yeah, warhammer
Okay.
or an axe. Either one is fine by me.
All right.
Uh,
Let me just get one out for you. Really? Really? I don't want a person with a warhammer for once in my life. I just need here. It's the top of a warhammer.
Okay.
Where do you want it? Actually,
Somewhere-
I'll give you permission for it so you can move it.
Okay.
Controlled by safe. All right, you have control of it.
Okay. I'm gonna put it. I can put it within 60 feet of me. So 1, 2, 3. I'll put it right up here
Okay.
next to this guy, and I guess I can let it attack.
All right. Sounds good. So if you give me a melee spell attack, please.
Yep. That'll be against that guy there.
All right. So he just gets whacked across the face by this floating hammer, that he's not very happy about that. One of his teeth drops to the floor. Would you like to move, or are you happy where you are?
Yep, I'd like to move too. So I'm gonna just head up to here, just up to there,
Okay.
and that's about all that I'm gonna do.
Okay. Kevmorn, there is a broom sticking next to you in the ground.
Naturally, my only course of action is to completely ignore. No, I'm going to grab it, say yippy dippy, as was. No, I'm just kidding. Yip dip. No, yip yip. That's the code word.
You
Does
say
it
yip
actually
dip-
work? Or is Ramas having me on here? Is it actually not yip yip? Or does that work?
Well, that's up to Ramas.
Oh yeah, no, that's actually the.
Oh, okay. It actually works. Okay. Now the next question is: does it actually work with me?
All right,
'Cause
so
the
it
whole-
might be encumbered because of you.
I would assume it was because of all the armor plus, like weapon.
You
Yeah.
weigh more than 200 pounds.
He does weigh more than 200.
I probably do with
Yeah,
the
so
full
it's only
plate,
a flying
shield,
speed of 30.
flying speed of 30.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, did you say that cave was this one here? Was that on the?
It-
Was that up high or was
It's
that
in the
on
cliffside. It's about 25 feet up from the ground.
I want to fly up there and see if I can see into it and see what the
Bugbears are running.
bugbears are. Yeah, what the fuck are they running from?
Oh yeah, sure. You could fly. You could fly
So
up
if I
there.
go,
and- Okay.
How far would I have to go? There and upwards. So if it's 30, yeah, would that be far enough to see or?
Yeah, you could probably get a visual if you fly up a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look in there and.
The bugbears are going to run at their full speed of, let's see. So they're gonna go up. He's gonna go up there. Just running. He's gonna go there. He's just jumping. They're just jump. Wait, he can't. They have to climb. So they're jumping down. So I have to roll for acrobatics to minimize the. Oh wow, they did okay. So about 20 feet up. This guy takes some. The other one does not take any falling damage. Okay. You hear a lot of roaring coming from inside Kevmorn. You hear very heavy footfalls that are coming in pretty fast. But before that, the hill giants are going to go, and they are going to actually. This guy is closest target would be actually Kasov, so he's gonna throw a stone in your direction. He rolls a natural 1. The stone arcs off, and actually, I want to see if this happens. Yeah. It arcs off and heads in the direction of the bugbear that just came out of the cave. And he takes a bugbear 1 takes a boulder to the head. Not looking very good at this point. The other one is going to take a shot. Hwinnil, you're out of range. There's a rogue that's climbing currently, so he's going to try to get him. And rolls only a 10 for the boulder. He is now stomping angrily and considering jumping down. Okay, so Kevmorn and Kasov, this is what you see.
Oh boy.
You see another hill giant, but
Oh.
he looks different from the other two.
Oh.
First off, he is thinner. He looks like he's just corded muscle at this point. I will put him, and I will make him one size more. So he looks like a thin.
Ooh.
He looks like a thin hill giant. You see there are manacles, or what once were manacles around his, manacles around his wrists, and legs that have clearly broken off. And he has this crazy, wild look in his eyes. He is drooling. He is, and he's yelling gibberish at this moment. He is going to. He has a. So he's gonna jump from where he is, thrilled at the sight of food. So he jumps. Okay, so he reduces damage by that much. How much damage would he have taken? So he mitigates all the damage actually. And he jumps down, so that would be he's 25 up. So he has another 25. You're in the air, Kevmorn,
Yes.
right? All right, so he's gonna go under you, and so he's under you technically. And he's gonna go for. I actually have to see what he goes for. Okay. So there are 2 targets there, so even that one. All right, so he's gonna reach for the bugbear. He's gonna take his giant fist, and he's gonna punch him 3 times. Attempt to punch him in the face 3 times. So there might not be a bugbear anymore soon. Wow, double 1s. And a 4. So the giant swings wildly at the bugbear 3 times and does not connect at all in his rage. Okay, that is his turn, so he's going to go at the end of the order because he rode a 1. And that makes me sad. Okay.
Oh no. DM rolled a 1. Sad.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have other things to worry about currently. Okay. Ramas, you just saw this insane thin giant just run out and try to wallop that bugbear. Yeah. So you gonna continue your climb?
Yeah. I'm gonna continue climbing up my rope.
Okay, sounds good. So you were 30 feet up. You had 10 more feet. And you could probably get to the top of that cliff if you want.
Hey, there
Easily. I mean, you've been, you leg day. You don't skip leg day.
we go. Oh yeah, just hop right up there. I don't suppose there's anything to hide behind up here, is there?
Not really, except for the pile of boulders that is right next to that giant.
Ooh, that'd work. Gonna hide behind his own pile of boulders.
Okay, I'll put mark where his boulders were. Actually, his boulders, just to make this fair, 1, 2, 3. His boulders are actually right next to him. I'll make this red, right around here.
All right.
Bonus hide.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Hide.
You think you successfully have hid?
I'm actually just gonna stay here for now
Okay.
because I don't really want to be out in the open against the hill giant.
Of course. That's fair. Bueno.
But yeah, I'm hidden.
All right, I'm gonna swoop down, approximately, let's see, 150, like 30 feet,
Okay.
or like 40 feet. So I'm at 110 or something in height.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to point at the new giant thing,
Mhm.
and I will call lightning.
Okay. Nice. Call lightning. Sounds good. That is a dex check, I assume, right? A dex saving throw. All right. And storm cloud. And does this one creature? Each creature within 5 feet of the point must make a dexterity saving throw. Are you?
And I guess.
Are you hitting your friends as well?
Yes, if they're in 5 feet, I can push on the point here. Then it shouldn't reach him, right?
Yeah.
But it should reach those two.
Yeah. It should reach those two. So the bugbear and the giant. You are correct. You just drew a really big circle, so I was a little confused.
Yeah, it's because the cloud is this big.
Okay, the cloud is that big. Excellent. But the point of... Yeah, I gotta learn Call Lightning because I got that spell on my druid too recently. Alright, so the Insane Giant is actually gonna save. The Bugbear does not save, so he will take all of it. So how much damage? He takes 14.
The other one's 7.
Yep, other one's 7. So.
And then every turn I can point a new spot within the cloud, and that spot takes the damage.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So if that is your turn, you moved, you casted, Kilroy. There is a large cloud above this giant and group of bugbears that starts striking lightning. You saw there is a new giant on the field who looks absolutely batshit crazy. What would you like to do?
I think I will focus on the other hill giant because I don't know necessarily this crazy giant is going to actually attack us. He seems to be wanting to kill the bugbears.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack the other hill giant so I don't have to look at the hill giant junk.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's very fair. Okay, 15 does hit. So he will take an additional 14 fire damage. You know, fighting with fire when something's already on fire and you don't want to see its junk doesn't really have the effect I don't think you're looking for. He's damaged.
Oh, I meant the friend.
Oh, the friend. All right. Sorry. Negative 14. Hold on. So plus 14. Okay. Okay. Would you like to move from where you are?
I think I am good where I am.
All right. Kasov, you are in a very a predicament. There is a giant in front of you who's starting to wail on these bugbears. He looks completely insane. You're very close to him, so you can hear what he's screaming about. He's screaming for food, food, food. He's a one-word kind of guy right now.
Okay. Well, I'm sort of gonna. I think I'm gonna leave him alone then, and actually head towards this giant. But let's see how far I can get. And I guess I'll have to enact my winged boots to go up the ridge. I'm gonna try to head up the ridge a little bit. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I think I could probably get to there.
All right, you are going to provoke an attack of opportunity from him.
Can I? Is it possible to disengage?
Yeah, you can disengage if you're not going to attack. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
Then, yeah, disengage and head up that way, and use my bonus action to use the spiritual weapon on the giant that's on the top.
All right.
That I'm heading towards.
Give me a attack roll. Yep, easily. More force damage. This time it goes over his head and just whacks him from the back of his head to the front. Okay. Kevmorn. There's a lightning cloud above you.
And I'm a giant metal suit in a lightning storm.
Yeah, you are.
So I'm going to strategically maneuver myself away from.
Can I shout something? Reaction?
Yeah, you can shout.
I shout, try to keep them in the cloud.
Cool.
So I'm how high above the giant am I right now?
All right. So the giant is probably about easily 13 feet tall. You went, I think, like what, 15, 20 feet up to look at the cave, see what was coming out. So he's about 7 feet away from you, technically, about roughly.
Because I know what I want to do, but it's should I do it?
Do it.
Do you want? I'm gonna just let you say it.
Does just so I'm curious. Let's theoretically say I went up higher and then let gravity assist me while I pointed the sword down. Would that theoretically do more damage?
Let's see. You're over 200 pounds. I will give you advantage, and instead of falling damage, I will add that damage to him. How's that?
All right, let's do that. I want
Okay.
to fly up as much as the broom will let me, and then just fucking just drop off it. Sword.
Okay, so you're up 30 feet.
This will only end well.
This will only end well. All right, so 30 feet. Technically, he's like. So you're above 40. So yeah. So add another 3d6 to this attack if you hit. If you don't hit, you might be taking some damage. Just so you know, because you're dropping.
Ooh. Yeah, so we have to really hope I hit.
You have advantage because he's insane and he doesn't know that you're going to do this. Okay, you do hit. Roll 3d6 for me, additional. All right. He takes 15 points of damage. Are you factoring in the? Well, I don't know if you're factoring. Anyway, he takes 15 points of damage as you slam on top of him.
Terrible roll for me.
And let's say let's say you land like you pick a spot adjacent to him.
2/2 on my.
Yep.
Like I do an extra 1d6 and then that was a 2, and the 1d8 rolls a 2. That was it's a good job I did that.
All right, so
What happened to the broom? Is that clattered down or is that just hovering in midair?
it's probably next. It's probably fell off once you fell.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now I'm just next to him, looking at him like
Yeah.
worked well.
He looks very. You know how people get that look like when they're crazy. He's
Yeah.
got them crazy eyes right now.
Them crazy.
The bugbear is gonna be like, fuck all of this. And they're gonna run, and he already used his reaction. No, he didn't use his reaction, so this one is gonna run up there. That one's gonna try to run. He's gonna take a swing at him. I believe that hits. That does hit. So he punches him in the face. Should just take all my dice out. He punches the kobold in the face. I need a couple of these. Alright, so 3, 8 plus. So that bugbear is dead.
Okay.
He punched him in the face. Now he's dead. Why does it go back to 0? And yeah, it's the hill giants. That guy is not going to see Ramas at all. And he's going to get frustrated. Yeah, you're way too far up. Sheer drop. The only person he could technically see right now is Kevmorn. That's in range. So he is going to try to lob a stone at your head. Does a 26 hit your armor class? Kevmorn.
Just.
Okay. You will take... You will take... +5. 29 points of bludgeoning damage as the stone comes crashing down on your head.
Ow! Sorry, was it 29?
That must hurt.
Yeah. I rolled 2 10s.
I'm good, guys. Don't worry. I can do that at least 2 more times.
Kasov, are you at height with that giant currently, or?
I'd like to be close to it.
All right. So he is. All right. So
yeah, I'm not sure.
All right. He's gonna be like, "Fuck this." He drops the boulder and he grabs the club that's right next to him. And it's a pretty long club. It can definitely get you from there. First attack, he rolled a 1, so he strikes the ground harmlessly next to you. Next attack, he does roll a 22 versus armor class.
That's enough.
And he will do 19 points of bludgeoning damage, just getting you at your side near your kidneys.
Okay, and I think I need to roll concentration check because I have a Constitution saving throw, right?
Right. You do not have Warcaster.
No.
Okay, so it's half the damage. Oh, it's 10 or half the damage. So you took
You said 29.
No, that was on Kevmorn, I believe. 29. You only took fuck my life. Why did I just clear my dice? You took something.
It had a 9 at the end. I remember it had a 9 at the end.
It had a 9 at the end.
I was doing the math to calculate what I have. It was either 19 or 29.
I think it was 19. So you need to hit a 10. You need to hit a 10. So you hit the 10. So you're okay. You keep your You keep
I
your.
keep
you
my
keep on-
shield.
Yep, keep your shield. All right. The clinically insane giant is going to. Oh, look, there's only one target now. Let's see what he does. He will do that. He will make a giant fist attack towards your person. Only one though. And he rolled a 1. He rolled a 1. This sucks. This sucks. Okay, that's all he does, because he is dumb, and you are the closest target. Now it's Ramas' turn. You are behind a pile of boulders.
Yeah, so I've decided it's not a good idea to just like peg the giant that's next to me. I feel like that's gonna get me killed. So instead, I'm going to peg the giant because I am a good teammate.
Okay, so you're going for Insane Giant? Or...
Yes.
Okay, Insane Giant. Sounds right. You could reach both because you have a short bow, but... Okay, Insane Giant.
Yep. I'm gonna try out some of my new fancy arrows too.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
Alright, that's what sneak attack.
Yes.
Alright, so this fire arrow embeds in that giant's neck. He is screaming in fury. Okay. And would you like to hide again?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Okay. You think you have successfully hid. Okay. Hwinnil.
Alright, I start by calling down lightning and... Oh, wrong. It hasn't spread. There. And he has to do a dex save of 16.
Okay.
And he will take
He doesn't
half
make
or
it.
full of this.
He'll take full because his dex isn't that great. He's nimbler than your average giant, but he is not well in the head.
I see. Didn't prepare the right spell. Alright, I will actually try to shoot this one
Okay.
to make it dead. I will use lightning arrow this time.
Okay, sounds good. All right, excellent. So he
Rolled super low.
takes an additional 10.
I also swooped down a bit.
Okay, how far do
So
you want to swoop down? I know you were like, what, 100 up or
I
something?
was 110 and now I am at 70.
Okay, 70?
No, yeah, 70. Let's say 70.
All right, let's say 70. All right, sounds good. All right. There is a brief flash where the giant electrifies a bit, and you kind of can see its skeleton, but then it fades back to its normal state. And this time he is looking like pissed off. Kilroy, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm gonna specifically not aiming for the loincloth of his buddy again.
Okay.
I don't want to see those things again.
All right, you connect. His hair, whatever hair he had on his head, is beginning to catch on fire. He starts trying to pat it out with his massive hand. Are you happy where you are?
Yes, I am happy where I am.
Okay.
Hiding in the corner.
All right, Kasov.
All right, I'm gonna move up in front of that hill giant right here, and
well, his square is kind of like he's large,
is it?
so he's like a 15 by 15.
Okay, I'll be there then.
Okay.
And I will attack and use my bonus action to attack with a spiritual weapon too.
Okay, sounds good.
There's me.
Yep.
And there's the spiritual.
Okay. So that's 13 in total.
Nice.
Excellent.
That's everything.
Okay, sounds good. Kevmorn, there is a slobbering insane giant that did not hit you last time. So I don't know why you would feel threatened.
I don't. I'm just gonna make sure my swinging arm's all good, and then attack him twice.
Okay, sounds good. That definitely hits.
And then these.
And that definitely hits. Okay. So he takes 25 points of damage. He is still frothing at the mouth, enraged. The bugbear is going to say, "Well, do you want to move? Are you happy where you are?"
I will. Yeah, no, I'll stay where I am. I'll just be like,
All right.
this is fine. This is fine. Staring up at it. Yeah, this is fine.
All right.
It's my life now.
Bugbear is gonna like look back, shake his head. He has a movement of 30, so he's gonna take his 60. I'm gonna write this down. Bugbear is about 60 feet off the map. Well, he is about from here 30 feet off the map. So he just moves all the way 30 feet off the map. Like pretty much be like, "See ya, bye." This individual right here is mad at the pesky dwarf that is in his face. So he's going to try to attack him with his massive club twice. He is not going to attack the dwarf with his massive club twice because I rolled 2 6s. He is going to be like, "Fuck this," and can he? You know what? Fuck it. He's gonna barrel towards the guy that just set him on fire. So he will end there. Right there. You get an attack of opportunity if you want to take it.
I took a bonus action. Does that count, or is it a reaction?
No, this is a reaction. So
Okay, cool. Then
yeah,
yeah,
this
I will
is
definitely.
yeah, this is
I'll-
his turn, so you can take it.
Okay, I'll do it then.
All right. You just get him in the small of his back as he leaves. All right.
And I shout in giant, not food.
All right. Mr. Insane Giant, who doesn't hit much for some reason, is going to all right, first he is going to attempt to bite your face, Kevmorn.
Bring it.
Does a 26 hit your armor class?
Okay, yeah, he's bringing it, guys. Send help.
All right, so he will bite your face, doing 19 points of damage.
Okay.
And it looks like his wounds heal up a little bit from that. And then he is going to attempt to punch you in the face twice. Because you are the only person that is... Oh, the other one. I'll get to the other one in a second. Sorry about that. I skipped him. He does not connect. The highest is an 18. This guy is going to... You know, he's sick of this. There's nobody near him. Does he really want to engage a really insane giant? Maybe. He's done. Let me see what he does.
How hungry is he?
Well, compared to the one that's in front of you, Kevmorn, not as hungry. But he is stupid, so he's going to leap down. So he's going to leap down 40 feet. Acrobatics check to have the damage. So what was this? So maybe 8. So he takes that much. Awesome. Alright, so since he didn't see anybody up there with him, he'll hop down and just go next to you, and that's his turn. All right, Ramas.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. I'm just gonna. Ooh, the other guy moved away. That's handy.
Yeah, he didn't see anybody up there, so he was like, "Yeah, might as well go down there."
That's fair. All right. I'm gonna move out from behind there and move back up. Move towards the. Move closer to the insane giant. And am I still hidden from them down there? Because like I am 40 feet above them behind.
Yeah,
a
he didn't
cliff.
see you, so he doesn't see you now.
Who? I'm gonna take another shot at the crazy giant then.
Okay. All right. I believe that hit. Yep, that hits. So
Hell yeah.
he takes an additional 28 points of fire damage. Okay. And are you happy where you are?
Well, I'm out of movement, but I am gonna bonus action hide
Okay.
again.
Go ahead. And it is Hwinnil's turn.
Oh wow, I can actually make that one.
All right. A lightning here.
Okay. Dex check. He fails.
23.
Nice.
Okay.
He's still up.
He is still up. He's looking really bad though.
I have a question. If, as a saber-tooth tiger, if you run 20 feet and attack, you do special effect.
Yeah.
If I fall 20 feet, do I get the same effect? It's a pounce.
I'm aware of that, and I kind of like the death from above, and gravity is helping you, so yeah, I'll consider that a pounce.
Alright, then as a move action, I will fly by with the griffin here,
Mm-hmm.
jump off, and use a bonus action to turn into the tiger.
Okay.
Saber-tooth tiger, and do a claw attack
All right.
from behind.
All right. Death from above. Please roll your attack.
Yeah. Let's see. The attack I get a +6, +2, +8 then. All right. No, +3 because I have that. So +9. Do I get advantage?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage. He's not expecting giant cat from above. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Then it starts by taking this damage.
Okay.
And if he's alive, he does a strength.
All right. He is alive. He is dead. So as you
Alright.
pounce down, your claws just slash across his throat down to his chest, and pretty much there is this huge gash in his front. And his eyes roll to the back of his head, and he slumps down forward. So he is deaded.
Good.
All right.
I feel good with myself.
Okay. Kilroy, there is a angry giant heading in your direction.
I'm gonna try to get the hippogriff to fly away from him.
Okay. 60 feet.
And then I'm gonna shoot fire at him again.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, that connects. He is on fire. He continues to be on fire. Okay, and Kasov.
All right. The spiritual weapon can only move like 20 feet at a time, so I'm just gonna use my bonus action to let it move closer.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm gonna also move closer.
Okay.
And that's about all that I can do.
All right. Cool.
And I'm getting closer to ground level, like going down.
Okay. And Kevmorn.
This worked so well for me the times. So first, let me see if I can.
By the
Yes,
way,
I'm going.
yeah. By the way, Kasov, he's still screaming about food.
I'm going to
Cool.
chug a.
Good to know.
We said healing potions were bonus, so
Oh, if you have it on you, yeah, you can take a healing potion as a bonus.
I would like to take a basic one, so that. Of course. That's about average. That's perfectly average.
Yeah, that's pretty average.
And then I'll just again going so well.
Yeah, that hits. That's plus 15. All right, so you stab him through the belly, or what remnants of his belly have, and your sword kind of just freezes the area that you stabbed him in. Some of the contents of his bodily stomachy flesh shatter, and he falls onto the ground, dead.
Ooh. Well. Oh wait, there's still the other two. Or the other one rather.
Yes.
That's on fire. So he's on fire though.
He is on fire.
Should.
All right. So are you happy where you are? Do you want to move?
Go behind. Oops.
Okay.
And just sort of
Okay, just
position myself in a readily available, hopefully ducking position.
Okay, sounds good. The bugbear has moved another 60 feet away from you guys, so he's 90 feet out now. Yeah, he's just you see him. He's kind of a speck. He's running for his life. The other giant is going to. Nobody's really well. You know what? He's gonna be like, fuck it. Move over there. Picks up one of his boulders, and he is going to throw a boulder at Kasov. A 23, I assume, connects.
That does it.
And you will take 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
Still standing.
Okay.
But I'll try to keep my spell going.
All right.
I don't think.
Yeah, that does not. You
Okay.
needed
Okay.
a 14.
Okay.
At least.
Then yep.
All right.
So
so
I move my shield of faith.
All right. Shield of Faith goes down. And it is Ramas's turn. The cloud is 100 feet up, so I'm pretty sure you have a line of a shot if you wanted to.
Yeah, but I mean, that's at disadvantage range
All right.
with the short bow. So I'm just gonna climb back down.
Okay.
I'm gonna grappling hook again for the
Alright.
advantage.
Just give me the athletics check. You make it.
Barely.
You needed a 10. You got down.
Yeah, so I'll sprint, I guess, make it all the way down, and I think that gets me across as well.
So
That
you're
gets me-
dashing. Okay.
Or sorry, dashing. Shit, that's my
All right.
But yeah, so that gets me 20 feet across the chasm. I guess I can shoot him from here, but nah.
Okay. Hwinnil.
That'll be my.
How much do I lose as a tiger to climb up here?
Tiger. Give me 1 second. Tiger. You're a saber-toothed tiger, right?
Yes.
All right, saber-tooth. Here we go. Well,
I have 40 normal.
yeah, you have 4 strength, so that adds to your athletics. And you can climb 40. Well, let's say 40 feet. So if you make your check, you need a 10. You can get up there. Yeah, you get up there. just make it up.
Nice.
Hey,
Alright, I think I will.
Yeah. Right at the very end, at the top, you almost there's like almost like a Mufasa moment.
Alright, to stand like there then.
Yeah. Cool.
And I do a showcase lightning like here, just to scare
You what, mate?
Kevmorn.
But if I'm metal and you hit the ground, I'm technically the path of least resistance. Whether you can.
do you want to be hit by lightning,
That's-
Kevmorn?
Do I
Not
still
sure.
get hit by? No, that's what I mean though. Because even if it's controlled, it's still.
I think that Hwinnil has enough.
Magic takes precedent here.
I think Hwinnil has enough control and knows enough about her spell that
Faraday plate mail.
that she knows that
Okay.
she won't hit you. But roll a wisdom check for me.
Oh no.
Which one?
Not you, Hwinnil, just Kevmorn.
Oh boy. Okay, I should be okay at this. I'm not okay at this.
It startles you, but it doesn't scare the shit out of you.
Okay. Okay, lightning storms, localized druids. Ugh.
All right, Kilroy.
I'm gonna do another firebolt.
Okay.
Seems to be working slowly.
Don't aim below the belt.
All right. It is slowly working. Yeah, he smells of like decaying wet hay and earth and piss that's on fire. It's not a very pleasant smell.
Am I downwind?
Oh, you are fucking downwind. Like you.
Okay, I'm
went
gonna
out-
move upwind.
The wind is blowing from the north to the south.
I'll move there.
Okay. And Kasov.
Alright, well, I'm in range, so I'm gonna cast a guiding bolt
Okay, sweet.
onto him.
All right. Unfortunately, that does not hit.
No, I guess not.
Yep.
And I'm also going to use my bonus action to move that spiritual weapon back to where it was, pretty much.
Okay.
And attack.
All right, sounds good. Okay.
Haha.
Slowly chipping him down. He's losing a lot of teeth to the spiritual weapon. All right. Kevmorn. Lightning almost struck you, but you're fine.
So good. So good. I mean, the bugbear's gone. That giant is on fire and hopefully won't be throwing anything at me. So
Okay.
sort of. I mean, I'll move between here, but then I don't think I can really do much other than I'll hand the broom. Ramas is still there, isn't he? Like he's not flying or anything.
No, he
Round
just hopped down
I'll
onto
hand
the
the
ground.
broom. I'll hand the broom back to Ramas.
Okay, sounds good.